So I'm starting out just by choosing some nail tips for the 2 nails that I'm doing on camera for you guys. This is what I did for my entire hand. So we have the really opaque white, and then we have the clear, well not clear, but natural looking nail tip. I'm going with the natural looking nail tip because I want my French tip to start like lower, if that makes sense, on my nail. And not like in the middle of my nail bed, if that makes sense. So what I'm doing right here is just measuring the nail, and if you need to adjust it by cutting or filing it, do that, because smaller is better than bigger, because if it's bigger it will lift. The glue today is going to be the Kiss Maximum Speed Nail Glue. I love this because it dries very, very fast. And now here I am, just kidding. Here I am just clipping my nails, obviously, to the length that I want them to be. I'm not making them super long because honestly, long nails I feel like just aren't my vibe anymore. Maybe that's just how I feel because I'm stuck in quarantine, but I was going for the little, can I speak to your manager vibe, professional vibe, or whatever. Okay, so you got, what did I just say? Okay, so please forgive me. This is so ghetto, this like camera angle, but I'm just filing my nails and I'm trying to go for like a narrow square shape. I want them to be square, but not like thick and flared out, just like square and narrow. So I'm going ahead and filing my nails. Once I get a little bit better of this, I promise you I will make like a nail filing video like on the shape that I do, because I feel like I am known for a specific shape that I always do. I'm using the MAC Art base gel for my base, and you're just gonna put that all over your nail and the tip. So where you glued the tip on and like right above, you just want to drag it all out, make sure everything is evenly coated, and then you're gonna let that cure for 60 seconds under the UV lamp. Please forgive me, my camera shut off on me in the middle of me doing this and I got no footage that was saved. So I'm going to show you on my pinky nail, no worries. The Polygel that I used is this baby pink Polygel. I will link it down below, by MAC Art. Everything I use from here on out is by MAC Art. So what I do is I squeeze a ball of the pink Polygel, and you can see I make it into like a little V, just like that. You want to make it really thin at your cuticle and then just drag it out and then let that cure under the UV lamp. I let it cure for about 2 minutes and then I take it off and I wipe it off with alcohol. And now I'm just gonna file it into like a V form, because that's the kind of tip I'm doing, is like a V. And you just want to make sure that's nice and crisp before we go over with the white Polygel. So let me just talk to you a little bit about Polygel while you watch me file these nails. For the slip solution, because Polygel is very, very sticky, you want to make sure you have some alcohol right by you, and just work slowly with it. That's the best thing about Polygel, is that there's no time limit because it doesn't dry down until you cure it. So it's amazing. If you aren't good with acrylics or anything like that, please use Polygel. Glue a tip on and work with Polygel like how I'm working with it right now, as opposed to the dual forms, because the dual forms just did not work out for me. Okay, so here for the white, I'm using the pure white from MAC Art, and you just squeeze it out just like I'm gonna do right here. And then I take some alcohol on my brush, dab the excess off, because you do not want to work with too much alcohol. That's how you get lifting. So just work with the amount that you need. When your brush isn't sticky and the Polygel isn't sticking, you have a perfect amount. And I'm just filling in that empty V at the tip of our nails, and I'm dragging it back onto the pink. No matter how far back you go with the white onto the pink, it does not matter, because we are just going to go ahead and file that off in the end once it's cured. So here you see me just squeezing the pure white Polygel onto my pinky nail, and you are going to soon see that I used way too much white. But that's no worries. I just dragged it back, even though I should have just taken it off to save me the hassle, but I just dragged it back onto my nail, and once I cured it, I filed it all off. Once that's nice and cured, you want to take some alcohol on a cotton pad and wipe off the sticky layer, and either file, or if you have a drill, even better, you'll save so much time, file off the tops until everything is even. And if you look and see if you have like any dents in the white, or you have like a little gap, no worries, you can just go right in with some more Polygel, cure it, and file it all down, because when you file it, it all becomes one length and it just all comes together and just looks so pretty. But first you gotta file that off, and when I spent like 5 minutes filing that white nail, because I left way too much Polygel on that nail. Like, that was so unnecessary for me to do all that white. I could have just taken it off. What I'm doing here is just cleaning up around my cuticles and filing any of that down, because it will like irritate your cuticles if the Polygel is touching it. So make sure you get that all filed off. Once you're all done with your shaping and cleaning up, go ahead in with a top coat. And if you are like me and you made some mistakes, like I had like a little gap right by my cuticle, just put the top coat over so it all gets sealed in together, and then cure it, and you will not be able to tell, and it will also prevent the lift, or help prevent the lifting of the nail. So the top coat is really like a mini lifesaver corrector. And then you cure that for 60 seconds and you are good to go. Here is the finished product. I think they look so pretty, and this is the first time doing this hand. I did do my other hand and it didn't turn out to be cute, but I feel like they turned out so good. The only thing I don't like about these nail tips is you can see like halfway through my nail, like just the straight line, because they were the kind of nail tips that like went up that high. So that's the only thing that I would change. So I think I'll link some different nail tips down below. But you guys, look at this hand I did. This was the very first hand I did. Look at how by the cuticle it's all messy, like the tip is all uneven, and then look at this hand. Like, I really did that, and I'm only going to get better, so I will keep you guys updated. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will link my other nail videos down below, so be sure to check those out.